Cornell Cooperative Extension of Orange County presents 4-H Incubation and Embryology Online.
Welcome to Incubation and Embryology. I'm Maggie Smith, your 4-H Animal Science Program Manager, and to help me with Hatching Day today, I have my very special guests, Frank and Pipping!
Welcome to Incubation and Embryology, Day 6. Today is Hatching Day. So it's hatching time. So we know most chicks hatch on day 21, but sometimes hatching begins a day or two earlier or later, depending on the conditions during incubation, such as temperature, humidity. So things to remember for hatching day. We need to be patient when hatching begins because it can take several hours for a chick to exit the shell. It is best not to help them exit the shell. The struggle to hatch is necessary for survival. So what are the signs of hatching? Pipping, the first hole made in the egg using the chick's egg tooth located on the front of the beak. Over time, the egg tooth after the chick hatch fades away. Zipping, when the holes get a little bigger, they start to zip, which is much like unzipping a zipper. It's a nice straight line along the egg. So all together, first we're gonna pip, then we're gonna zip, then the chick is gonna begin to push out the side of the egg where the air sac was. And then when it's finally out of the air sac, number 4. So the chicks have hatched. What now? Chicks can stay in the incubator until they are dry and fluffy. It may take several hours for the chicks to dry. The top picture and the bottom picture are a picture of our first chick that we're hatching. You can see just how wet the chicks are when they hatch, as well as the liquid that comes out and fogs up our incubator. So once they're dry, we're going to place them in our brooder box. This is a chick right before it's almost ready to dry, and these are 2 of our chicks who are ready to be moved into the incubator. So let's go over our checklist. Have we washed our hands? Have we made sure our incubator is still working? Have we added water? Is our temperature still 99.5 to 100 degrees Fahrenheit? Okay, do we remember our rules? Do nothing, but if we have to do something, we're gonna wash our hands. So let's go check in with Riley and Frank to see how our chicks are doing.
First we wash our hands. Now I know my ABC. Next time won't you sing with me? 5 days to go.
With 5 days to go, our albumum is nearly gone. Feathers completely cover the body, and the yolk is important nutrients now for the chick.
4 days to go.
With 4 days before hatching, our beak turns towards the air cell, our amniotic fluid decreases, the head turns between the legs, and the embryo prepares for hatching.
3 days to go.
With 3 days to go, the head is under the right wing. The beak breaks through the inner shell membrane, and the lungs begin to function.
2 days to go.
With 2 days to go, the yolk sac begins to absorb inside the body cavity. The embryo is occupying most of the space in the eggs, and the lungs are still beginning to function.
1 day to go!
With 1 day to go, our yolk sac is completely absorbed into the body cavity. The amniotic fluid is gone. Okay, the chick breaks in and starts to breathe air from the air cell, and internal and external pipping starts.
0 days to go!
So Today is hatching day. So the egg tooth helps the chick break through the eggshell. When our feathers are dry and our chicks are walking, we can move them into our brooder box that we set up last week. The chicks will automatically start eating and drinking when they're hungry and use up all the nutrients from the yolk.
So as Riley begin their incubator check, I want to update you on what we've done for our chicks that are about to hatch. We've taken out our circle that rotates our chicks at the 3-degree angle every 45 minutes. And we've added in an absorbent cardboard for when they start to hatch. So Riley and Frank are now going to add the water to our duck, who has 8 days to go and 0 days to go for our chicks.
Maggie,
so go
I
ahead.
see a crack.
All right, we'll check it out, but put in our water first.
And there's already a lot in there. Okay, I'm gonna look away from them.
All right, Frank, put in the water for the chickies.
Didn't. One's cracking.
We're gonna check it out.
Don't scream. It's sleeping.
As Riley and Frank are anxiously awaiting our new flock,
Oh my God.
they've discovered that a second chick has started to pip. What's very important for them to understand, and all of us at home, is that it can take 24 hours for our chick to fully come out of our shell. Are you guys excited?
Yes. Yeah.
So one of our chicks just hatched, one of the speckled Sussex. So as you can see, when they hatched, it hatched right on top of this paper towel. And a lot of liquid does come out. So when our chickie is hatched, they're very wet. As you can see, our little buddy, he's moving around there. So what happens is we call that they get a little yolk silly. So the last thing that happened, remember what we said, is that the yolk absorbs in their tummy. So they will spend some time moving, right? Trying to crack out of that egg. And once they do, they're very tired. So they'll wake up and try to wiggle around and they will continue to dry off. So our buddy's gonna be in here for a couple more hours, but we'll tune back in to let you know what he looks like. All right, so he's taking a little siesta. All right, Frank, what happened when you were sleeping?
2 chicks hatched.
2 of our chickies hatched, so they are drying off. So it can take upwards of almost 24 hours for our chickies to completely dry. It's so important that we let them dry, and then we put them in the brooder box. And these are the eggs that they hatched out of. So we take them out of the brooder box, we take them out of the incubator. Welcome to the world, Eenie, Meenie, Miny, and Mo.
See you on the next video.
See you guys soon.